I love Christmas. I always have, especially when I was a kid. My family, my neighborhood, and my town had great traditions that made the holidays and my memories of them beautiful. My favorite part was school vacation, because we'd get like 2 or 3 feet of snow and my little suburban town would become this storybook winter wonderland. And we made snow angels and ice forts with little secret passages and snowmen by the hundreds. Tommy the Frog Killer's yard was always bizarre. He watched a lot of horror movies, and he'd have like 2-headed snowmen, and some of them with 8 arms, and he'd have snow beasts eating people, and he used food coloring to represent body fluids. You gotta hand it to him. He was creative. Living near the town sandpit, we'd spend all day sledding, and you couldn't have asked for a better place. The variety of hills was amazing, ranging from little coasting slopes to the vertical equivalent of kiss a goodbye because you're gonna die. They went straight down, and some of them had groupings of little trees sprinkled throughout for that little extra thrill. And we went down those hills with reckless abandon. For a while, we had an old Volkswagen Beetle hood. Like 12 of us would jump on that thing with no steering at all, like some big, huge metal death sled. I always loved my mom's kitchen during this time of year. It was warm, the holiday smells were unbelievable. Sometimes so strong it was almost like a cartoon. The aroma would weave its way through the house, then turn into fingers and grab you by the nostril and lead you down the stairs to that great food. Turkey was always special in our house, because my mom only cooked it on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Oh, she could have cooked it any time during the year, but then it wouldn't have been special. Me and my sister used to fight over the crunchy turkey skin. That golden, brown, buttery, melt-in-your-mouth turkey skin. And it was always perfect. My mom would set the turkey on the counter. When she wasn't looking at me, my sister would start stripping off huge hunks of skin. My mother would be, "Hey, leave that bird alone. I want it to look good when it's on the table. I'll go wash your hands." And her stuffing is the best. And everybody thinks their mom's is, but you're wrong. My mom's is. The thing I miss the most is a tradition that, as far as I know, and I've talked to a lot of people about this in my life, my hometown was the only one to do this. On Christmas Eve, Santa would come to your house in a car with one gift. The way it worked, I learned later in life, was your parents would buy a gift, wrap it, and bring it to the high school gym on December 24th. Then that night, all these guys would dress like Santa and be given a different route, then along with the driver. Well, this way Santa could have a few belts in the back seat. They'd pile up in their cars and be off. Now it gets dark early in the winter, so me and my brothers and my sister, we'd wolf down our dinner and then bolt into the living room to wait for Santa. The smell of the Christmas tree filling the air, the radiators hissing as they wheezed trying to heat up the room. Our senses were heightened to like the 1000th power. The 4 of us would be kneeling on the couch with our hot little noses pressed up against the frosty cold glass, just watching for headlights. Surprised the window didn't break from the pressure of our 4 little skulls pushing on it. Then someone would spot a light and yell, "There he is!" Then all of a sudden we'd see him. "He's 4 houses up!" We'd see the station wagon stop and see Santa run up to the house. Then he was 3 houses up and 2 houses up and 1 house, and he's right in front of our house. And we'd bounce off the couch and crowd around the front door. The doorbell would ring and we'd scream. My parents would open it, and there he was. Santa. And he'd call you by name. And we'd all look at each other like, "Oh man, he knows. He does watch." Little did we suspect it was just Mr. Stefanelli. But in that moment, it didn't matter, because Santa Claus was in my living room. I like to still believe in a little of that magic. And this Christmas, be able to look out my window and say, "There he is, 4 houses up!" Wouldn't that be cool?